Okay. So not a big deal if you didn't finish, just continue to work on it during our next work time that we're gonna do. You do not need to turn in those packets. Those were for note-taking to prepare for this, so you had information to reference. So happy with that. Sorry if some of you are upset. Haha, I tricked you into putting effort into something you're not turning in. All right, now we're going to refer to our final ICANN statement of the day, which is that you can record week 2 of your investment tracking. So remember that investment tracking sheet we've been recording? So if you guys can bust that out. It was in Classroom. Some of you may still have it in Classroom. Other people might have it in Drive. Investment, that's where you listed your 5 investments and then 5 reasons for each. Does everyone kind of know what I'm talking about there? Okay, so scroll down to this chart. I am using Skylar's chart. He has been so kind as to let me use his for an example. We are going to look now at week 2. So hopefully you've already done week 1. It gave you a lot of class time for that. If you haven't, you are behind a week, but that doesn't mean you can't track week 1 now. So when filling this out for week 2, here's kind of what you're going to be looking for. If you are looking up a mutual fund, remember that number you're looking for is the NAV. That is like the price per share of mutual fund, okay? So go back to that Fidelity site that we were on. If you need help getting to the 4 and 5 star funds and finding your fund, let me know. But go back to that Fidelity site and look for your fund's NAV. It should be different than the last time you recorded. Sometimes with mutual funds, it takes them a hot minute to update it. If it's not, that's fine. We can just say it stayed the same. If you are looking up stocks, if you have a stock that you're looking up, remember it's that price per share, which is that big number in the upper left corner that's constantly changing. Just pick it, whatever number it is, right when you see it. That's what you're looking for. So if you're like looking at, this is the Yahoo Finance page, it's that big number in this upper corner. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? All right. That's what you would put in this price per share slot. Okay? That's what goes there. It's your new price. Name of investment, that's the same. Your first blank, you're doing the same investments. You're tracking the same investments week by week. Number of shares also stays the same as week 1. You don't have to calculate that again. You did it. You already did it. Drop down that number per share. So if last week you bought like 250 shares of a stock, you're still owning those 250 shares. You're not going to buy any more or less. Okay? Does that make sense? Cool. So that's where, sorry, Skylar. Feel free to start filling this out as you go.
Oh, my bad.
No, please do it. Please do it.
I forgot you.
No, you're good. This is actually great. We can use it as an example. Then the only other number that changes besides this price per share is the subtotal. Because if one of the 2 numbers that you multiply together to get the subtotal changes, then the subtotal is going to change, right? So it's the same thing. You drop down this number of shares, then you're going to multiply the price per share by the number of shares to get the subtotal, okay? Everyone kind of catching on to what we're doing here? And then same as we did last week, you're going to add all of these subtotals up, put them in your grand total slot. That's where you can start to tell whether you've made or lost money in your investments. Does that make sense? Now, this isn't a competition. I want to reiterate that. I'm going to say it every time we track it. This is not a competition. I'm not looking for who can make the most money, okay? That's not what we're doing. Also, what we're doing is more of something a day trader would do. We're learning how to be long-term investors. But because we don't have enough time, this is only a semester-long class, we can only learn how to be day traders in this class. However, if any of you want to do extra work for yourself, you can always keep this and look at your same investments like in the summer ways and see what happens. I'm happy with that too. Okay, The other thing, gentlemen, the other thing that I need to reiterate to this class is that tomorrow you need to have a printed copy of your 5 investments and your 5 reasons for each investment, okay? We're doing that peer review. Remember that yesterday? I have it written up here. It's important. I need you to have those 5 investments ready to go, okay? During work time right now, if you're finishing your investment chart and you want to take the pass and go print it, I'm fine with that. But you need to have that printed for tomorrow. Can everyone think of a time they're gonna go and print this for me? Okay? You all feel good about that?
No.
If you can't think of a time, then tell me and I can give you the pass and you can go print it now. All right? Okay. So continue to fill this out. Is there any questions on this? Is everyone kind of comfortable with filling this out? Okay. The only homework you are going to get from me over spring break, I don't want to give out homework. I don't like homework. You all know this. I like giving class time for you to do all this. The only homework you have to do for me is your week 3 tracking. Okay? So you have week 1 and week 2. You're going to have to do week 3 yourself. All right? Here's the deal. If you do not want homework over spring break, I don't care if you track your week 3 at the end of this week. It's most likely still going to show a change. Okay? If you want to do it on Friday and not have homework the whole next week, I don't care. Otherwise, I don't care next week when you decide to track this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Do it whatever day of next week you have time. Only takes like 5-ish minutes to do. That's the only homework you're getting from me. Okay? Are we good with that? Awesome. Any questions on this? Any questions? Okay. I'll be walking around the room. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. If you need anything from me. But get this done so you don't have to worry about it. And then week 3 is all you got to worry about after this class ends and spring break.
Can I just put it in the same numbers as I did week 1?
For week 3,
Yeah.
like just copy this whole thing down.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I mean, I was actually looking at those stocks the other day, and they haven't changed much from what they were from when I put it on week 1.
So I can't have the same chart from week 2 to week 3. There's got to be something changing. I mean, you have 5 investments. Odds are something's going to change. So here's the deal. If you don't want to do anything next week, if you can just put down the price per share, you can have time to do this whole math section another time. Because that's like easy. It takes 5 minutes to do this times this number equals this. That's all you're doing. But the price per share is the big one because that's what changes. So if you can just do that for me next week, then I'll give you class time the following week to finish this off, okay?
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Any other questions? Okay, time is yours. Get that done. Ask me any questions if you have them. And if someone wants to go to print their investment sheet, let me know. It's not the first page. It's probably the second page. So the first page is the vocabulary portion. So the second page where it lists your 5 investments, where you write that, and then the 5 reasons why, that's all I'm asking. Huh?